So the lesson, let me do it again. Take two. A violent wind does not last for a whole morning. Sudden rain does not last for the whole day. Everything is subject to change. Nothing is permanent except you, the soul, are before, after, and before, now, and after one with God. I'm sharing this with you because we have a tendency to overact over many little stuff. And as I was sharing a few minutes ago, many years ago, before my teacher comes to the United States, usually a month before, 2 months before, we want to make sure that there's enough students for him, that these people appreciate all these deeper spiritual teachings. And I remember one time, it was a month before, and we barely had enough people register for the class. So my emotional body was a little in an uproar. Just I didn't say I, right? Okay. And so I remember calling, Master, I need help. I don't know why, but how come these people have not registered? They know you're coming, teach them. And he goes like this. He goes, hey, relax. If something happens, if there's a typhoon, let the typhoon pass. You panicking does not make the typhoon go faster. And I go, oh, interesting teaching. Well, I didn't say that. I was like, I was still panicking on the phone. He goes, relax. Just relax. Let the typhoon pass. Then he asked me, okay, what's the situation? What's going on? What are your options? Now, that might sound very, very elementary to you. But how many of us, faced with a certain circumstance that automatically from the past, we would panic, we're just like, oh my God, what am I going to do? Right? And the idea here is wait for the typhoon to pass. If there's strong rain, there's strong wind, it's not going to be permanent. Everything is subject to change. Now, I'm sharing this with you as part of a bigger teaching, because what the Lord Buddha was teaching us, remember? He says there is suffering, the Four Noble Truths, which we'll cover next month. In preparation, we have the 7-day purification, which is in preparation for Wesak Festival, the most powerful full moon of the year. So what are the Four Noble Truths? 1, there is suffering in life. 2, what are the causes or the origins of this suffering? 3, this suffering can end. And number 4, how to end it. It's like suffering is the ailment, easy, simple way to do it. The Four Noble Truths in super easy to understand. Suffering is the ailment. Number 2, this ailment has causes. What caused this ailment? Like you go to a doctor, the doctor will ask you, hey, you have this condition, what do you think caused it? What are the conditions before that? Before this happened, right? So suffering is the ailment. What is the cause of the origins of that ailment? Number 3, this ailment can be cured. And number 4, the cure, which is the Eightfold Path. Now, on the second one, the origin of suffering, one of the most, let's just say, misunderstood one is everything is subject to change. Okay? In other words, a good day is not always going to be a good day. A bad day is not going to be a bad day either. Now, some people go, oh, you're being so negative. No, just listen carefully. Actually, the exact teaching earlier was like the unrealistic expectation that favorable conditions will not change. So because of this unrealistic expectation, it causes people to suffer. Now, you have to look at the big picture. It also means when things are not doing well, even that will change. So I remember my teacher was telling me, if there's a crisis, relax, calm down, observe, look at the options, act accordingly. By reacting or panicking does not make the condition change. Now, some of you are going, hey, I'm here for spiritual teachings, not about, all this obvious stuff. Well, let me tell you this in a very, very simple way. One of the greatest things about spiritual teachings is if you can take these spiritual teachings and apply it in your everyday life, then you are living the teachings. I know a lot of people who could recite verses and books in different holy books, but their life is still a big fat mess. And there are people who barely know a lot of these verses and books and whatever holy books that people quote, and yet they're happy. You know why? They might not know the teachings, as in what book it came from, what teacher, but they're living the effects of those teachings. So what we want to do here in Anchor Light is hopefully take a lot of these teachings from great teachers and just share them with you so you can use them in your everyday life. Now, some of you go, yeah, I've heard this before. Yeah, it's good. You know why? As Tony Robbins always tells us, I think he learned it from his teacher, Jim Rohn, repetition is the mother of skill. And you might have heard it the first time and your life must be fine. But the second time you hear it, maybe you're going through a certain time in your life where you're faced with something that's causing you to panic. Hopefully this simple teaching will allow you to just step back, observe, interpret what's going on, and act accordingly. So everything is subject to change. Good times will not always be good. Bad times will not always be bad. And the key, listen very carefully. I'll make it very, very easy for you to understand because some of you go, oh, I don't understand. Just simple. Everything is happening outside of the soul. So as we do our meditation on a regular basis, and we go to that stillness of remember who we are the soul, what we are, we're not the body, not the emotion, the thoughts, meaning the reaction we have to this circumstance, good or bad, is not the soul. It's the reaction we created. So when certain circumstances happen, good or bad, when we're elated, happy about it, when we're angry about it, we're stressed out, all of those are fabrications of the soul. The soul created it. So the fact that we can look at it that way allows you to step back and say, okay, this circumstance is alarming. So what is the appropriate action to take? What is the right way to think? What is the right thing to say? What is the right thing to do? You can't do that if you're swimming in it. Make sense? So you must have heard this before from many, many teachers. They teach the same thing. The question is, are we able to apply it at the appropriate time? So the ability to see things clearly depends on one simple thing. Not in it. You cannot see things clearly when you're swimming in the emotional mess. True? That's why step one is to step away from it, observe it. Okay, I'm the soul. I'm not this stress. I'm not emotion. I'm not this emotion. I'm not these thoughts. I'm not this circumstance. I'm the soul. Let me observe what's going on. From this observation, I will know how to think, what to say, and how to act, and what kind of lifestyle to have, and so on and so on. Basically, the solution is what's called the Eightfold Path. It's that simple. But all those teachings cannot be executed or used if you screw up the first one. The first one is right viewpoint. Right viewpoint allows us to observe it and say, okay, whatever is happening, good or bad, this is temporary. Now you go, yeah, but you want to be positive. I agree. So let me put you another way for some of you who needed to be more, what's the word I'm looking for? Gently eased into the teachings. Let's start with a negative. Bad times will not always be bad times. Everything is subject to change. Oh, I feel better. Okay. Good times will not always be good times. Oh, man, there you go again. Hold on. Good times will not last. You know why? Because with proper thought, proper action, proper speech, proper lifestyle, you can make good times better. You see, everything is subject to change. But it does not always have to change in the polar opposite way. Make sense? So a bad thing that's happening, you can make it good. But you can also make it worse. A good thing, when things are doing well, by having wrong viewpoint, wrong thoughts, wrong speech, wrong action, you can make something good and make it bad. At the same time, with the right viewpoint, you see, things are doing good. How do I make it better? By thinking properly, speaking properly, acting properly, you can make what is good, make it better. Translation, everything is subject to change. Look at me, but you have a hand in it. The choices we make with how we think, how we talk, how we act, based on proper viewpoint and perception of what's going on, will determine whether we continue to suffer or we lift ourselves out of suffering. And if things are doing well, how to make it better. As simple as that. That's it. So, I got that. So you ask yourself a simple question. The most recent time that you had a crisis, how'd you handle it? Were you chanting Om? You go, Om? Yeah. Some people, they go like this. When things go wrong, oh my God. They chant Om that way. I wish it was a positive sense. Or were you able to go, okay, let's look at this objectively. What is actually going on? What is the proper thing? That's the right way to think. People hurt my feelings. Okay, what's the right thing to think? Right way to think. Should I shoot negative energy at them? Should I be pissed off and angry? Or just step back and say, hey, that is their opinion. I'm not my thoughts, so therefore their thoughts couldn't be mine. Right? Or somebody insults you. In the past, you go, oh yeah, you are also a piece of whatever. Or you can say, wait, they're shooting all this negative emotion, negative thoughts at me, but they're not true. I don't accept it. So you just observe, you go, okay, I don't accept, they're not mine. What is the appropriate thing to do? Do I scream back and make it escalate? Or do I make things calm down? The fact that you have that ability to give yourself those few microseconds to observe, you have the ability to choose. And to make sure that happens, make meditation a regular practice. Because in that meditational time, when things are still, you get to experience your true nature, the soul, the spiritual self, not the thoughts, not emotions, not the actions created by you. That's it. So when the circumstance happen, it's not good, let the typhoon pass. When things are good, think about how to make it better. Teaching is simple. Let's meditate. To the Divine Supreme God, Divine Father, Mother, to all the spiritual elders, holy masters, saints, archangels, holy angels, and spiritual helpers, to my teacher, Master Tuakok Sui Mahaguji Meiling, we humbly ask for divine light, divine love. Thank you for your guidance. Thank you for wisdom, help, and divine protection. We thank you in full faith, and so it is. All right, put your hands on your heart. Just be aware of your crown. I am that. I'm not the body. I'm not the emotion or the thoughts. I am the soul. I, the soul, create the thoughts, the feelings, and the actions of this body. I am that, the thinker, feeler, and mover, the doer. I am the soul. I am a spiritual being of divine intelligence, divine love, divine power. I am connected in one to my higher soul. I am connected in one to the divine spirit, the divine spark in me. I am a child of God. I'm one with God. I'm one with all. There's only oneness. Just be still. We are one. Open your hands in blessing. Imagine the earth in front of you. We'll do the meditation twin hearts as taught to us by my teacher, Grandmaster Tuakok Sui. So be aware of your heart and your hands. Fill the earth with beautiful pink light. Lord, make me an instrument of your peace. Wherever there's hatred anywhere in the world, let me sow unconditional love. Where there's injury, let me sow pardon and forgiveness. Where there's doubt, let me sow faith. Where there's despair, let me sow hope. Beware of your heart, beware of your hands. Fill the earth with peace, with love, with the spirit of forgiveness, with hope and with faith. Especially those who are going through difficult times. May they be blessed with hope and with faith and a better life. So be it. Where there's darkness, let me sow light, sadness, joy. Be aware of your heart and your hands. Fill the earth with beautiful pink light. May all be blessed with peace, with love, with the spirit of forgiveness and reconciliation, with hope and with faith, with light and lots of joy. So be it. So be it. Now be aware of your heart. Take a deep breath. Be aware of your crown. Exhale. Just stay there. Your crown is filled with so much golden light. Allow that golden light from your crown to slide down through your hands and bless your home. Bless all your family members with this golden light. Your relatives, your friends, let the golden light spread to the city you live in, the country, let it spread throughout all the countries in the world. Let it fill the entire earth. Our hearts are one, our souls are one. From the heart of God, through my soul, through my entire being, may every person, every being on earth be blessed with love and with kindness. May all be blessed with great joy and happiness, with understanding, harmony, and divine peace. May all be blessed without exception. So be it. So be it. So be it. Now, be aware of your heart and your crown simultaneously. Take a deep breath. Exhale. Imagine golden light even brighter than before pouring out of our hands and filling up the entire earth. Our hearts are one, our souls are one, our spirits are one. There's only oneness. From the heart of God, through my spirit, through my soul, through my entire being, may every person, every being on earth, in the lower worlds, middle worlds, the higher worlds, may all beings of every direction, every dimension be blessed with God's unconditional love and kindness. May all be blessed with inner peace. May all be blessed with inner and outer healing. May all be healed of any pain, sorrow, or suffering in any form. So be it. If you know anyone going through difficult times with their health, with their relationships, even their finances, visualize their lives turning around and getting better and better, blessing them with hope and with faith and a better life. So be it. So be it. Blessings be to all. May all be blessed. So be it. Now gently lower your hands. Okay. Be aware of a brilliant light above your crown. Just imagine a beautiful golden light just floating above your head. Be aware of the love within your heart. Send a stream of love from your heart up to your crown and into the golden light. Stay there. You're not the body, you are that brilliant light. You're not any of your emotions, you are that brilliant light. You are not any of your thoughts, you are that brilliant being of light. Silently just say, I am that I am. Just be still and listen. Om. 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 Be still and let go now. Gently, slowly, gently and slowly come back to your body. Move your fingers, move your toes, gently and slowly come back. Raise your hands in blessing again. Let's release the excess energies our bodies cannot absorb. Picture all the people you love in front of you. Fill them with beautiful golden light. May all of them be blessed with good health, with much happiness, with abundance and prosperity, and with spirituality. So be it. Visualize your job, your career, blessed with success, with progress and advancement, and lots of prosperity. So be it. May all be blessed. Now be aware of your feet and the base of your spine. Put your golden light down into the earth. Let our beloved Mother Earth be blessed with divine light, divine love, and divine power. Let our beloved Mother Earth be healed, regenerated, and revitalized. Blessings be to Mother Earth. So be it. Okay, let's give thanks to the Divine Supreme God, Divine Father, Mother. Thank you. To all the spiritual elders, holy masters, saints, archangels, holy angels, and spiritual helpers. Personally, to my teacher, Master Tuakok Sui Mahaguji Mailing, thank you in full faith, and so it is. Okay, it was a short meditation, but you notice we stretched the silence a little longer. And you might have noticed that if you really let go means you don't expect anything. You experience a deeper stillness. See, stillness, people don't realize, has many levels. And it's very, very important to have at least 1 to 3 minutes, 1 to 2, 3 minutes every day of stillness. That is simply to remind us of who we are. Without stillness, you know what happens? We get sucked into everyday life. You ever been there? It could be anything from work to family to whatever other circumstances. So meditation is super, super important. You know, look, as I've said this many, many times, meditation is not something you do to fix something. It's part of your daily practice. You get up, you brush your teeth, you go to the toilet, whatever. All these things that you do routinely for the maintenance of your physical body, right? So meditation should be something that you do to keep reminding yourself, let's do this again. Number 1, who I am, what I am, and where do I come from. The reason people have problems in the world is not because nothing happens. Everything is subject to change, but everything is happening outside of the I am. So whether something turns out good or bad is dependent on what we do with it. How the soul is generating thoughts, feelings, and actions in response to what's going on outside of us. You cannot always control what is happening outside of the soul. True? But you can always, 1,000,000,000% regulate the thoughts, the feelings, and the actions we generate. And that comes through what? Regular spiritual practice and meditation. So to go back to the lesson today, a violent wind does not last for a whole morning. Sudden rain does not last for the whole day. Translation, everything is subject to change. Whether you suffer or not is dependent on your perception and your response to the circumstances in front of you. Period. Full stop. Now, does that mean we'll be perfect? No. I've screwed up 1,000 times probably, and probably do it again for another couple thousand times. But you see, I love what the Japanese say. You fall down 7 times, you get up 8 times. You only have to get up once to overcome it. But most people, they don't. That's why they have problems. They give up. Remember, that's amazing, huh? You fall, and that's one of my favorite quotes. Didn't come from me. Japanese tradition. Fall down 7 times. You just need to get up one more time to be successful in life. That's it. So we will see you for part 2 of Anchor Light. And may you be blessed with much joy and happiness. And we will see you in 7 hours and 26 minutes. Namaste, everyone. You all take care. May you always be happy, healthy, and wealthy. God bless. Bye-bye.